Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Well, we're almost there.
Almost. Not quite.
But we're celebrating a little early.
That's right.
But no, not with tequila shots. With coffee.
And a podcast.
Exactly. Oh,
This is
mini micro
episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
There we go.
We just finished our episode 2, and we like to expound a little bit on things and talk about. Oh, and Cheryllanne had an important topic today. I'm so glad you're so on it today. She was going to talk about setting goals and how, it's hard.
So yeah, it's
don't have to be perfect, like you said.
Yeah, the end of the year, you reflect on, okay, what did I do and where do I want to go? So that's a big one with me. And so what I am doing is, and I didn't pull it, but you can just visualize it. So I'm going back to my little sheet that I have every day that I'm doing something, because for me, I like to have things on paper.
I'm a list person.
I like to check things off.
Yeah,
because then I'm like, oh, I did that. Yep. I did that. And then you're like, oh yeah, I did do something.
Yes.
Because you get so busy. Yeah. And then you're like, what did I do today?
Oh, and then you are such a busy person.
And so it's just like, check it off. So my whole thing with, what we've been talking about with health and with mental health and health, because they go together, is drinking the water is got to be on my list to do. Hydration. And then it's also meditation. So I'm not setting my day up at all. So my whole goal is how this little sheet's going to be helping me is I'm going to get up. I'm going to drink my water before I drink my coffee. I'm going to meditate. So meditating really just means clearing your mind, focusing, getting anything you might have woken up with off your mind, any bad little dreams or you just need to get the...
That's so funny. I wake up differently than you then.
Well, I wake up... Well, how do you wake up?
I wake up in a great mood and I hit the ground running. And I'm like...
I'm too tired to get it running.
And I am firing on all cylinders and I am getting stuff done. I'm like a freaking fairy in the morning. Like I get so much done before anyone ever wakes up.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I've slowed down a little bit now that I'm older, for sure.
I used to be firing
but
like
I am
that.
a list person. But in the morning meditating, no, I'm a night meditation person.
Well, see, that works for you, but I need to clear my mind and get my day.
That's interesting.
Well, that's what I'm going to start doing, because I usually jump out of bed because I've hit the snooze button.
I never hit the snooze button.
I do. Well, a little bit harder for me because when you have the migraines, they do drain you out and you get really tired. And but hitting the snooze button is not a good day because it just prolongs inevitable. Yeah, so it's just me just having better things of doing, figuring it out, like clarity, getting the exercise in there. However, that's where I need to sit down and see how I want to do it so it doesn't become a chore. So that's what we're talking about. You want to set yourself up for success. And remember, doing anything on your list is great. Yeah. If you don't get to it, you didn't get to it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't punish yourself.
No.
But it's about being organized, having your goals. So what's your monthly goal? What's your yearly goal? What's your 3-year goal? That's where I'm going with mine, is I need to plan it out, only because time goes by way too fast. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to do that.
I need to plan out fun for me.
And fun too.
Because I'm so serious all the time that fun. This is going into my new year that I'm going to have more fun.
I'm all about fun every day.
I've been accused of not having enough fun.
So we'll work that.
I'm going to have fun.
But yeah,
I'm scheduling it in.
Life's too short. But it's about just making the little changes.
Sure.
Nobody's perfect.
No one's perfect. And
just be the best you. Because I don't want you to be like me. And I don't want
someone to talk to. There's a lot of mental health resources out there. And I keep saying that. And I need to find one too. I mean, we all do. It's easier said than done sometimes because it's daunting when you're like, oh, who does my insurance cover carry? Or cover. Or
Sure.
It's like running the gauntlet trying to figure out, okay, do you take my insurance? Okay.
Oh, I know.
You know,
that is very, very true.
It's such a frustration.
But it's at the end of the day.
And then they're booked, and then they only want to talk to you on Zoom now. And it's like,
I ran into that yesterday because I was trying to get the results from my MRI that I had.
And they want to Zoom you.
And now I was on hold for 20 minutes just for a nurse going, what do you want? And then I'm like, didn't you tell her? So I told the guy that called me back, like there was no communication at all. And I was waiting on hold forever, only for the gal to go, I can read it to you, but I'm not going to tell you what it means. I don't know what it means. It looks like it's okay.
I think that the medical profession has gotten so overwhelmed and so busy in the last few years. It's you don't get the same type of attention that you need. And you're very fortunate when you do find a specialist or a doctor that can give you the attention that you do need.
Well, that's why they called me back. Yeah. So the guy called me back because I was very frustrated when I got off the phone.
Was it good?
I'm going, well, he didn't give me, he scheduled an appointment for January 5th for, I guess my new primary doctor is no longer there.
Right.
Nobody told me. I'm like, that's news to me. So they will read me the results of the MRI. I don't think it's horrific.
Oh, good.
But it's, so now you have what's called, which you guys are probably laughing at me right now, my chart. So
I hate my chart. I hate all of them. And then they send you messages and you're like, well, what? It doesn't say what the message was for. I went through this recently with them and I'm like, what did you send it to me for? Well, it doesn't say. It doesn't specify. Is it for a test result? Is it for this? What is it for? You know, is it for an upcoming appointment?
See, I don't know because I haven't signed up for my chart yet. And I told the person, I said, I was talking to the guy inventing.
Not to be bashing my chart.
No, because I understand everything being there, which is good because we're trying to find my MRI from 20 years ago that showed the
narrowing.
So when it's the scarring. So when you have migraines, so the very first one I had was to see if I had a brain tumor or something like that. But you actually, it scars your brain. Oh. So he's like, you get migraines because this shows you right there. And I'm like, well, that's nice to have proof because people don't understand. If they can't see it, they're like, you wimp. You know,
that's
sorry, they do. People just don't understand migraines. So they're trying to find that one.
People don't understand.
But that's why my chart is good because everything's right there. Mm-hmm. But for the generational person, I said, so I'm from a different generation, y'all.
That's right.
We call and we talk. And I said, so is this what I'm to expect, that I never get phone calls? And he's like, no, that's not it. We're not going to that extreme, but we're going to be
sort of,
where you're going to get the results before the doctor even gets the results.
Yeah, I get all mine.
He goes, but you're not going to know what they are. I'm like, well, okay, I get that, but I don't get that. So apparently January 5th at 1:40, a different doctor will be calling me,
let you know,
and go through what's going on.
Just on the phone, or is it going to be like a video?
No, just be a phone that you get charged for. So
I know you get charged for it.
But it'll be good because my appointment with the neuro eye person isn't until like the 19th of January. So the cool thing about this guy, he's like, we understood how frustrated you were, so that's why I'm calling you. I've set you up an appointment to let you know that you have a new doctor.
Yes.
But this is an interim doctor until we find your new doctor. Right. And you'll get results sooner because what's happening, if I haven't said, is I do get barometric pressure migraine. So when the pressure changes, it has pressure in the head like a vice grip. So
there's quite a few folks out there that have it. I've ran into
a lot. But I'm getting optic migraines, which they start out as like a little tiny dot, like this little dot.
Yeah.
And they grow and they're kaleidoscopy. So they're silver and white. And for the most part, they're circular. I've had a couple where they've been like L-shaped, but they get bigger, and then they go away. But what you're left with is hard to drive. There's no pain, which I love that part.
Right.
But your eyes are so tired after it. Yeah, because it just works those muscles in your eyes.
Yeah.
And apparently I'm pre-cataract, baby cataracts in there.
Yeah.
I'm getting older.
But macular degeneration.
No, they didn't talk about that.
That's good.
Yeah, they didn't talk about that. So I'll go back on the eye specialist on the 19th. But the whole thing that we want to shout out to you is it's living on purpose.
Yeah.
So we get so caught up with the daily, got to go do the laundry, got to do this.
Yeah.
But like Iris said, where's the fun?
Yeah, make some goals.
Make some goals. Make fun goals. Where I'm going to go, we're going to have a podcast in Canada.
Yeah, that's right. I got to find us a coffee shop.
We're gonna have a podcast.
Or we could stay at a nice hotel and sit in our
or we can even go to one of the parks. They have so many beautiful parks there,
so
and do it when it's a little bit nicer out. So
for sure,
it's our whole speech. This little micro pod. Mini micro, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
it's
we
all
haven't
about
named it yet, but it's number 2 on the mini.
Exactly, on the mini. I like that. The mini is all about setting goals, setting attainable goals that at the end of the day, you're going to be happy you did it. This isn't hard work.
Yeah.
This is growing yourself as a person. Mm-hmm. This is becoming the best you. Because at the end of the day, we are made us for a reason. We're not a carbon copy of everybody else. Mm-mm. We're a collage of a lot of different things, but we're our collage, and you want to be the best you can be. And we also are blessed to be having another day of life. So you just want to make sure that you're putting in the growth part. You want to see where you're going, but you want to sprinkle in the fun, like pixie dust and
pick me fun.
And the fun. And
I'm the no fun one.
Make it happen.
Here. Check it out. I'm the serious one most of the time.
Yeah. She's showing her fun, sparkly side right now.
I'm having fun today.
What else do you?
I think that's good.
I think pretty much
I think that's it for wrapping it up for the year.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice to come back in the new year, and we have lots of new people to talk about in our regular episodes, and we're pretty excited. And and I've tried to learn some more practical ways to be more pragmatic in my approach. Mm-hmm. And see, I'm so serious, but I'm going to have some fun before I see you again.
She does have more fun than she's saying. But the whole thing is everybody looks at, like, people don't want to make a mistake, or they want to fail. Mm-hmm. Well, if you're not making mistakes and not failing, you're not growing, you're not learning.
Oh, I have failed.
And epically. I will fail every day, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because
you got to be okay to fail.
Because that's how we learn and grow.
That's right.
So
that's right.
You think about, you're not these talented people that are, I'm like, who's pulling in over there? I don't know who that is. Maybe we have someone delivering something, I guess. Is not to us, I don't think. But
squirrel.
It's coming to our house.
So we'll end this.
That's kind of crazy. Don't know what kind of delivery I'm getting, but it happens. What is it?
Anyway,
sorry. My squirrel.
Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.
See you next year.